Taurus, welcome to Hatti's Hierophant. I am your tarot reader and I hope you are doing well. This is your general reading for December 2020, the last month of the year, my beloved. We're going to start off with your chakra card and your chakra energy that Spirit is encouraging us to focus on, not only for the month of December, but also, and I'm also here in January too, and also during this reading, and I'm going to focus on this as well. And this is Mother Earth energy, and we're going to focus on that beautiful, deep-rooted color black. It is located 6 feet below your feet, and gravitate that energy. And once you do it, Taurus, and I can feel it now, you're almost going to feel that grounding of Mother Earth. And what we're going to focus on for you, my beloved, is that of nurturing. I feel like that we haven't been nurturing ourselves. And I feel like that we need to do a little bit of self-love, not self-care, but self-love. And this is kind of what's holding you back. As I did a pre-spread and I meditated over your cards, I am feeling like there is a mental block there, and this is going to help you. And it's going to feel very natural because you are an earth sign. So to be one with Mother Earth is going to feel very grounding. And then it's also there that number 3 for nurturing. And nurturing is an action energy. It's also a joy energy, right? So this is Spirit encouraging you to move forward with your plans, to move forward in the most nurturing way of yourself and the most nurturing way of others of what you want your next stage to be. Additionally, I'm so sorry, I'm picking up on so many energies for you, Taurus. And if you see that bright yellow behind those beautiful, that lioness and her cub, it's that of courage. And every first pull card that I pulled from the Rider deck, the background is yellow. So Spirit is really encouraging you as well to really grab onto that courage, but not courage as you think it is. And we're going to tap on that as we get through your reading. So let's start with the center of your reading, shall we? Because that took 20 minutes. The center of your reading is that of the 8 of Swords. And what I did was I wanted to expand on it because I'm like, Spirit, give me some more information that I can tell Taurus to help them through December. And I'm feeling like this is going to actually help you through the next several months, mostly December, January, right? And maybe the beginning of February. And I expanded on that of the Queen of Spades. So these both represent swords. So with this being the center of your reading, the energy that I'm getting, Taurus, is that we're feeling blocked. It's almost like a blockage in a way that you have too many things going on. I see a beaver and I see this dam, and it's like he knows he needs to build this dam to create this super hyper focus, but it's like I don't know which branch to start with. Should I start with the one at the top? Should I start with the one at the bottom? And all you do is turn around and you don't do anything at all. So I'm feeling like you're having like this mental block. However, when I expand it with that Queen of Spades is all about intellect, intelligence, and strategy. So Spirit is encouraging you to strategize. You don't have to look at, and we're going back to the beaver analogy, you don't have to look at all the sticks that are in front of you. Just choose one and start with that one. Choose the other and start with that one, right? And so on and so forth, because some of those branches aren't going to work in what you need to do to take you to that next level in regards to your development. Now, let's go ahead and go into your moon energy. This is where your emotions are. These are the conversations that you have with Spirit, and also where Spirit is working in your favor. And why am I smiling? Because I'm seeing some goodness for you, Taurus. And I have that of the Ace of Cups, that of the Chariot, and that of the 7 of Pentacles. So right away, let's just see. Remember how I said like every card has this beautiful golden energy, right? That's representing courage. That's representing self-discipline, really, right? if you really focus on that particular chakra, which I believe is the soul chakra with that color, that bright color yellow, it is all about harnessing that energy of self-discipline and determination, right? And this is determination. This is a focus. So some of you, I feel like you want to get back and you want to study something, or you want to make something, you want to build something. It's A, B, or C, right? And I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I just recently uploaded some videos. There's like short little videos that go over, like a full moon or an eclipse. And really, I see you in that energy, Taurus, of being a teacher, being taught, or that of study. So it's one of those things to where you are getting back to that re-educating yourself, or educating yourself, or teaching someone how to do something. And I feel like some of you are going to even create a class to maybe you're going to, teach how to make jewelry, or teach how to make videos, or even teach writing. And I hear teach politics, right? So I'm hearing that as well. And then that with the Chariot card, and this is also Cancerian energy. I don't know if there's a Cancer that will be involved in this. I don't want to call it a transition. It's more of a Cancer is going to help you in this re-educating yourself, or in the education realm, let's say that. So it's an umbrella, because it's going to be different for all of you. Some of you are going to be a teacher, some of you are going to be a student, and some of you are going to be studying, right? Whether it's from the internet, or you get these self-help books, or you get a guru where it's not so traditional, right? And what I also like about this Chariot energy too, and what I'm picking up on, Taurus, is that what made you decide to move in this direction for self? Because it feels very much like it was us, but now it's me. I'm doing this for me, right? Because we're nurturing ourselves, and you're loving yourself, right? You realize that you've been spreading yourself too thin in regards to that particular emotion. You've been caring too much for others and for other things, for other people, right? This energy is, the reason why you've decided to make this move for self is because you've just got fed up. You weren't getting anything back. You weren't feeling full. And that's been a really important emotion for you all year long, right? Is that your love chakra, that energy that resonates in your heart, the frequency has been off. It's been out of tune. And it's because of what you're doing, right? Whether it's at work, whether it's in a relationship that you're in, whatever the case, it's not ringing to where it is making you hum with joy. And Spirit is encouraging you to go in that direction. And I'm feeling like, yes, I just got the chill, so that's 100. And I'm also feeling like that Spirit is going to start bringing this stuff into your lap. But you got to start here, Taurus. You got to start here. Really, Google, Mother Earth chakra. Really resonate your energy there. Light incense, whatever your ritual is, as you're, as you're going through that, so you can connect with Source. So you connect with Father Sky, right? So you can get those downloads, right? And it's more than just downloads. It's almost like you become a conduit when you connect, and you energetically start attracting those things that are going to resonate in your heart. I'm hoping this is making sense. That leads me to the card that I pulled from our Ancestry deck. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. Think about subscribing, yes. But I absolutely love the Ancestral deck instantly. My ancestors come forward, your ancestors come forward, and it's so powerful. And the first energy that they brought to light for me, for you, is Father Sky, right? And it says here, trust in the unknown. And you see that eagle. The eagle is the only bird that can fly so high. There's not another bird that can compete with the eagle as far as how high they can fly. Not one. So the perspective is different. Not only does he fly the highest, but he can see the furthest. Fascinating, isn't it? So you have this connection with Father Sky. You have this connection with Source. And Spirit is encouraging you to connect with Source. And that's going to, like I said, it's like a conduit. So you're going to connect with that Mother Earth from the ground up, so it connects you with Father Sky, and you're going to become this conduit of downloads and of energy and of love and abundance. And really, it's interesting because I don't see it as so much, like I don't see a whole bunch of relationships in regard to Taurus. I see a few of you, but majority of you, it's a relationship that you have with yourself. Right? It's about self and what makes me happy. I feel like you're missing this little spark of joy, and this is going to help you do it. So now let's go on to your ego energy. And this is where you show up to us in the world, right? So if some of you are an ascending Taurus, this message may also resonate with you as well. And you have another Ace of Pentacles, the Fool energy, and the Ace of Swords. So December obviously is a pivotal moment for you. And what's also interesting too is that there is going to be like this spiritual relief for a lot of earth signs. So you're going to start feeling that too, to where it's really, you're going to be able to hear this frequency even more and feel it even more. You're going to hear your calling even more. You're going to connect with spirit even more. You're going to notice synchronicities. You're going to see behind the veil, right? It's almost like someone will be right in front of you saying A, B, and C, and and going on about what this is and how it should be. And you're going to actually see what they're actually saying. You're going to hear what they're actually trying to convey, and you're going to be like, I call bullshit, right? So it's going to feel better towards the end of December, and it's really going to start smoothing out the beginning of January. And really these aces, because I have so many aces, and aces represent like the first month of the year. So I am feeling like you are going to have this new burst of ideas, new burst of energy in regards to your work, in regards to study. It's ringing loud and clear for me, Taurus, to have these two aces here. So it's not just the idea of new beginnings, right? It's that idea of, and I just wanted to show you, again, that bright yellow color that I'm seeing there for you. It's not just new beginnings, but it's like, are you there to catch that new beginning that's being delivered for you, right? Because that's what these readings are, Taurus. They're not things for you to walk past and not pick up because you think it's going to automatically be in your lap. These are clues and cues from spirit saying, look, I'm going to throw a couple of these things your way. I'm going to start throwing new ideas and innovation your way. I'm going to start putting extra money in your pocket. I'm going to start making you a little bit busier at work. I'm going to make sure that home is good so you can start this fool's journey a bit more seamlessly. But you have to be on the lookout. You have to be connected with Father Sky. You have to be in that nurturing energy with Mother Earth, right? Okay. So let's get on with your immediate present. And in your immediate present is if you decide to stay in that energy. And I'm so sorry, Spirit just told me to stop talking so fast. So I apologize. I just get so excited. And I have that of the Knight of Pentacles. It's a slower energy, very earth-like energy, along with the Three of Wands. We have another three. So I expanded on that Three of Wands as well, because I wanted to know, okay, is it a trip? Is it travel? Or is it just self-discovery? Is it this new journey that Taurus needs to go on? And I expanded with that of the Six of Hearts. And the Six of Hearts is the Lover's energy. It's the Lover's card. And even in traditional tarot, I don't necessarily read the Lover's card as relationship energy. You'd be amazed at what I consider relationship energy as far as the traditional tarot goes. But nonetheless, let's go back to this here. I really feel like this is all about communication. This is about moving forward with communication and communicating. I feel like Taurus, that when we communicate what our wants, needs, and desires are, I'm seeing that some of you are actually writing it. So I don't know if you're writing a Dear John letter, or if you're receiving a Dear John letter, or if you are writing to the powers that be, you're writing to an attorney, you're writing to a school district, you're writing, you know, to get back into a master's program, or you're writing your employer. I feel like that, let's do that in the most loving way. Let's be tactful, right? And that's all I'm getting there. However, what's also calling to me is that of, thank you. It's that of the Lord energy. And this is also from the ancestral deck, right? And it says, take charge with authority. But the message here also, Taurus, is that you don't have to be a bully. You don't have to communicate in an angry kind of way or a way that's irritable, right? And I'm being called to pull this next card for you, and it's that of the Water Guardian, right? And just look at all that beautiful blue, right? It's so emotional, right? But she's in control of her emotions, and she's okay that she has this emotional side to her, right? It's a very feminine energy, and it's a very yin and yang sort of energy, because you have this Father Sky, which is the ultimate masculine energy, and then you have the Water Guardian, which is the ultimate feminine energy. And here with that Chariot is kind of like balancing that yin and yang and being okay with both, inviting both energies to the table of Taurus and having them eat and dine at your table is okay. So be okay with that emotional side of you. That's why people love and adore you, really, Taurus. But you don't have to come full on like a ram to get across what your thoughts are, your ideas, and respect, and what is due and owed to you. It doesn't have to come across in an anger kind of way. So Spirit is encouraging to do it with softness, do it with love, but you can still do it with authority, okay? Now, let's do some expanding. Should I? No, okay. Let's do some expanding in your moon energy. I'm so sorry. I feel like I am rambling. But there's so many messages for you, Taurus. I really didn't expect this. I really didn't. So I'm expanding on your moon energy, my beloved. Oh, we have a couple that said, me first. Yeah, thank you. All right. So when I expanded on the Ace of Cups, I have that of the Temperance, that of the Tower, and that of the Eight of Wands. So this is also happening in spirit. Taurus, have we been a little bit sharp with our tongue? Have we been communicating in a way to where it's like off-putting? I'm just curious. Because we have that of the Temperance, the Tower, and the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is all about communicating in different ways. You know, it means a few different things, but the energy I'm picking up on is how you're communicating verbally, how you're communicating in you know, even with social media, and writing, and whatever the case, right? Let's temper that down. Let's create a balance. Also, Taurus, and this isn't to be frightening, this is just to prepare you, right? So you can kind of be already on a footing of, I knew that, right? So I'm also getting here that there is going to be a immediate change that's going to happen. And it's because I am seeing your moon energy, it hasn't happened yet. So so just kind of be aware and on alert that Spirit has warned you about the situation. And that it's going to be okay, because that's what that Temperance is. Whatever this situation is, it was meant to happen to smooth things out, to create this alchemy, right? Because that's what alchemy is. It's just making sure the right stuff is in the mix, right? To work out for you. So it is going to be something that's going to happen quickly. That's going to affect you in your ego energy, right? And we're going to see how that's going to translate. So here, just so you can understand, you see it, right? It's going to be okay. It's going to come out just right and exactly how it's supposed to. So now we're going to more Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay. Spirit has messages for you today. It's like, and tell them this, and tell them this. So I expanded on the Seven of Pentacles, and I have that of the Hierophant. the Seven of Wands along with the Ten of Pentacles. So remember how we were talking about those spiritual downloads as far as connecting with Father Sky, connecting with Source. That's what the Hierophant is all about. Because if you look there, she has a scroll for you. She already has things written for you. And what she has written for you is abundance, right? To where you can have the family, you can have work, you can have the dog, you can have the cat, you can have your plants, you know, you can have that synergy. Because that's what the Ten of Pentacles is. It's that synergy of joy, right? Because even though you are joyful, doesn't mean that bad things don't happen. Doesn't mean we don't have tower moments. Doesn't mean we don't have death moments. It doesn't mean that we have, Five of Swords moments. It just means that the underlying frequency of where I am and where you are is joy. And that's what the Ten of Pentacles represents. Taurus, are you willing to fight for it? Are you willing to defend it? Right? So the Seven of Wands is a spiritual number. It's a connection with Source. And you see how he's on top of that hill? And Taurus, I can already tell that you've been juggling a lot of things. Because if you look at that Seven of Wands, I mean, he ran out the house for battle. He grabbed whatever shoes was the closest because they don't even match. And he doesn't care. Because he's still on both feet. He still has a balance and he's still at the top. Right? So you've been balancing a lot of things, but you've been taking care of it, right? You've been taking care of it. So I'm hearing that if some of you are kind of like wanting to go back to school, become a teacher, whatever, however that re-educating yourself or educating yourself or the umbrella of education means to you, you may have to create a balancing act with work and school, family and school, right? And some of you are actual teachers and you want to go back to school to even start a whole different type of career. And it's completely opposite of what you actually teach now. Okay. Yeah. So now I have expanded on that of the Chariot, right? And we have that of the King of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Swords. So there is going to be, right, this Tower moment is going to cause this temporary like, oh crap, that sucks. And it feels more like that. It doesn't feel so like, that Three of Swords, it looks so severe, it looks so severe, but really it's just, the energy I'm getting is more of disappointment, right? And because it is with the Six of Cups, that's how come, because it's a softer feeling. The Six of Cups being on top of that Three of Swords, it's more like, bittersweet. You know what I mean? So I do see there's going to be a transition for some of you in your workplace. And there's going to be a transition for some of you in your family. So, I feel like, I don't know, perhaps you have a cousin or, and it feels so far away, but close. So it's going to be like a cousin or a great aunt who broke up with a boyfriend or lost a pet. It's going to be something like that where it's still really disappointing and it's heartbreaking, but it's not affecting you 100%, right? But I do feel like it's more of work related is what I'm feeling there, not so much relationship based. All right, we are now expanding on your ego energy. Voila. Yeah, so we already talked about that. You have such wonderful cards and energy. It just feels so even. So I expanded on that Ace of Swords, right? And we got that of the Empress. I mean, out of all the two cards that you want together, these are the two that you want together, right? So pick that one idea, do it, Taurus. Right? It's going to birth into other things, right? So again, whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you've been thinking about for a long time, because you've been thinking about it, right? Spirit is saying it's going to be a success. It won't be an immediate success, because she is pregnant, by the way, and that's a 9-month situation. You know what I mean? So be patient in that. And then I have that of the Knight of Swords. Again, it's just Spirit saying, you know, move forward with your idea. Do it. Don't hesitate, right? By golly, look at that horse. It's almost like he's so determined to get to his next destination that nothing else matters. He has this severe focus. That's what it is. It's this severe focus. And you've been thinking about it for a while, because it's a knight. It's not a page, right? So then when I focus on that Ace of Pentacles, we have that 5 of Pentacles and that Page of Pentacles. So again, some of us are going to see that transition in our workplace. We talked about in Spirit. Spirit showed us. So you are going to have that transition. And I feel like it's going to be more of some sort of you know, disappointing loss in the workplace. So maybe someone no longer will be working with you, or perhaps you won't be working there, or somehow you have to cut your hours to pursue you know, this new umbrella of education, right? There's going to be just this, like this bittersweet of I just heard removal, right? And you will be in the beginning stages of that endeavor. That's going to kind of jumpstart it. Yeah, I see. Well, we've talked about that with the Chariot. There's going to be a jump start of the reason why you just decide, like, I can't do it anymore, so I got to start. So I love that. I love that, especially because you have an ace. In addition to that, my darling Taurus. So I expanded on that full energy, and I have that of the 2 of Pentacles. Let's talk about this. This 2 of Pentacles, like we said, you've been feeling off balanced. You've been feeling like, you know, that little piece of joy hasn't been there. You know, your synergy's been off. And that's what this 2 of Pentacles is, right? And the 2 of Pentacles also represents, like, I have all the facts, right? The truth is the truth is the truth. You already know you can't, you are no longer camouflaging the truth. You know how sometimes we do that because we care? We care about someone so much that we're like, oh my gosh, she just does that because, you know, she's always stressed. That's how come she's always so mean to me. Well, I haven't been them great. I've been working a lot. So, you know, that's why he cheats on me. What? So now that we're kind of like in the truth of, okay, I might work a lot, but that doesn't give you the right to cheat. Hey, I'm a human being too, so that doesn't give you a right to treat me like crap. Right? So it's like, you know, being, you know, take charge with authority. This is giving you that energy of, I have all the facts, and now these rose-colored glasses are off. Remember, I said we're working towards that energy. So now I'm going to make a decision. And when I make that decision, guess what? The Sun card is the most beautiful card in the deck. And again, I see more bright yellow here. And I'm also getting Leo energy here. And I'm also getting that fun and joy that you've been missing for a while. You've been missing that little part of joy, Taurus. And I feel like it's coming to you. And whatever transition happens, that's happening in spirit, and it happens and shows up in your ego energy, it's all well. It's all good, right? This is really about going on a journey for self, right? How joyful is that child just there naked, riding his horse amongst sunflowers, and that sun that warm sun just beating on his back. It's delightful, really. And then I have that of the star energy. So this is that, you know, it's like make a wish. What is it that you want to do? You know, it's almost like things are lining up in a way to where the path of your direction is going to be lit. It's not lit yet because Spirit is requiring you to make a decision. And once you make that decision, right? Because look at how she is. She has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on earth, and she's trying to create the alchemy that our Temperance card had, right? You see? You see this alchemy that Spirit really wants for you, but Spirit's like, you got to make that decision. And once you do, I'll shine that light on that yellow brick road. I'll lead you to where you want to go. But I need you to participate too. It's also Aquarian energy as well, and we're about to go into the year of the Aquarius, right? Or towards the end of the month, right? Again, you're really going to synergetically feel that transition. And I see that perhaps that some of us that are going under that umbrella of education, it is going to be internet based. So some of you are really going to be internet learning or internet teaching, right? I see that too. Okay, I am being asked to use my other deck to expand on our immediate present for you. Yeah, because Spirit wanted to repeat that. I get you. I get you, Spirit. Yeah. Very interesting. So I expanded on that Knight of Pentacles, and we got another Ace. Spirit so desperately wants you to know that that is in your future, if you want it. Make a choice, make a decision, and look how overflowing it is. It's coming in all different directions. It's a spirit from Father Sky. It's a spirit. It's a gift. It's a gift, right? And this is that emotional stability. And a lot of you have been feeling like this emotional stuckness because that little piece of joy hasn't been there, really. And then we have that of the Magician, shortly thereafter, showing up in your immediate present. We already have the Fool. You're on your journey in your ego energy. So we can expect that the next step is now we are the Magician. Once you choose that path, Spirit's going to light up that yellow brick road and say, go towards it. And by the way, on your way, I'm going to load you up with everything you need. And this Nine of Wands, really, again, you know, and the Nine of Wands, and I'm picking up again, remember we said it takes 9 months to make a baby because we have that Empress. It's going to be it won't be a quick fix. You won't see this quick response to this next journey. It is going to be about 9 months, or I hear 9 months or a year and a half before you really start seeing the benefits of your labor. Why did I just hear laboratories? What does that mean? Anywho, pardon me, Taurus. I expanded on that Three of Wands, and I have that of the Four of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. You know what this means, right? Spirit is really trying to bring this home for you. If you stay on the couch and just keep thinking about what you want to do and you keep coming up with excuses of why you can't do it, or you keep looking at, you know, that big mound of sticks, I'm going back to our initial analogy from the beginning of your reading, right? All it's going to do is create anxiety and disappointment. That's it. And we have another Eight of Pentacles, which you also got, I think I called it Seven of Pentacles before. So the Eight of Pentacles that you got in your moon energy, it's here in your immediate present. Right? All it's going to do is stall what is inevitable for you. And that's to get back to the focus of you. Why would you want to stall it, Taurus? Why? Now, to round up your reading, I have that of the Three of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Look at that. Now, the Five of Wands that I get here is not one of being combative. It is one, you know, fives are change, and they're typically uncomfortable change. And what I mean by uncomfortable change, it doesn't, for you, right? You earth sign, it doesn't feel like, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't feel like routine, right? So this particular five means that you are going to have to break your routine to change the direction of where your life is, as far as this joy is concerned, because joy is in your future with the Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups, by the way. So this Five of Wands is all about mastering, because that's what they're doing. They're also practicing. They're figuring out the schedule. They're figuring out how to swing. They're figuring out how to hurt each other with this new thing that they have to learn, right? This is all about practicing. This is all about creating a system, right? It's all about being strategic. It's a beautiful way to end your reading. It's a beautiful way for Spirit to really bring that home for us. So now I'm going to pull your angel card. This is the energy. Yes, this is a well-rounded reading, honey. I want you to be set. And this is the energy we want to pull on for the month of December. And we have that of surrender. I love that energy. That's pretty much what this is. When, you know, you are in that energy of Mother Earth and you are in this chakra, you have to surrender. You have to let all those boundaries loose. That's what I'm feeling like, that you've created all these walls of what you're not going to do, right? And I feel like you need to surrender those to get closer to Father Sky, to get closer to your joy is the most important message that I think is for you, Taurus. Listen, I absolutely adore you. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, give me a little like. If it didn't, give me a little like, and consider subscribing. I absolutely adore you, and I will see you next month.